I want to start off by saying this: how to get over someone. You have to first ask yourself these 3 questions. Question number 1, why do you think about them the way that you do? Right? Question 2, are they worth the time and energy to just essentially spend on them, right? To either retrieve them back or to figure what's going on. Because I know there's a lot of situations where, I mean, I've had my personal experiences where things just kind of skewed off, or whether it was a talking stage or whatever, or you never really know what like the real reason was as to why like things like ended. Like, you know, it was just very like broad and vague. And number 3 is you got to say, is it really like worth your mental health? Because essentially it's a struggle, man. I get it, man. I mean, a lot of people I know, I've seen people tear their lives apart just to get somebody or to get someone back into their life. And it's like, dude, like, oh my God, why? Why are you killing yourself for somebody, bro? That doesn't even care. I've seen it, bro. I even used to be that guy, bro, that used to chase somebody who couldn't care less if I died the next day. And it's sad, bro. It lacks a lot of self-respect and self-worth. It really does. I'm only 22 years old, but I'm making this video because I get messages all the time about loads of questions, and this is just one of the questions I get asked, right? Aside from like, yo, like, how do you get big arms or whatever I mean, they're not asking me that because my arms ain't fucking big, but you know what I mean? Like, how do you get abs and all that stuff? You know, these are one of the questions, you know? And, you know, coming from a guy who, you know, I'm 22 now, but when I was like younger, I want to say it, like preface it like that, younger, because, you know, there's a lot of old heads who watch me and they're like, bro, you are young, stop saying that. I used to have, I mean, like I still do, but it shrunk, you know, like, I don't know, I have like this personality trait of mine that I get obsessed with things, whether it could be like a thing or a person, it doesn't matter what it is. And I never really understood why, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate that you probably are like that, especially a lot of men, maybe some more than what I was, some less, but you get attached, you get obsessed, right? That could either be from like childhood traumas or just how you were born, or you're just like your drive and ambition, and it just kind of goes and I guess like passes on to like relationships as well. I don't know, I never really understood why I was like that, but yeah, when I was younger, bro, I used to always like hyper fixate on one individual and very like much so just obsess. I don't even have to be with them. I mean, yeah, there was some that I was with that I was obviously still obsessed, but like even some girls that I would talk to, I'd be like, oh my God, this girl's so bad and she's hot, and oh my God, I don't know what to do, this and this and that, she's so pretty, oh my God, I want her. Like, I just kept saying that to myself, you know what I'm saying? And if it doesn't work out, what does that happen to the person on the other end that is thinking like this? They get destroyed. That's what happens, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you guys can relate. Now, you have to understand that if somebody does not want to be in your life, let them leave. I can't preface that enough. Why would you want to convince someone that they should stay in your life? That you are like a net positive and not a net negative, right? I can only speak from like my personal experience. I've had a fair share of like being wrongfully done. You know, I've gotten cheated on. I've gotten some crazy stuff happening to me. You know what I'm saying? And the majority of cases, those people come back or try to in very slick ways, but I don't entertain that anymore, because at the end of the day, you have to understand like what your self-worth really means to you. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? I know a lot of you are probably like with this heartache or heartbreak, and that goes to another topic. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys are probably heartbroken, or like you can't stop thinking about this person, or whatever it is. But the only reason why you really want them back is so you can stop feeling like that, because that feeling sucks, bro. It's like coming off of heroin, cold turkey. Like it's, I mean, I don't know how that feels. I'm not even gonna say that, but I'm sure it sucks. And I'm just assuming that the relatability there is probably very similar in terms of just like mental fatigue, okay? And it sucks, bro. It sucks thinking about somebody all the time, never being able to get your mind off of it. I mean, I remember when I was younger, dude, just at any age, bro, when I would go through a heartbreak or, I don't know, bro, talking to somebody for a long time or a couple months or whatever, and you feel like you build like an amazing connection. You never found somebody like this before, and they feel like a solid person, and they just disappear without any valid reason, or they just do you wrong. And I mean, there's really no explanation of why they would do you wrong. They just did you wrong. I mean, ultimately, they just didn't care from the beginning. Like, whatever the case may be for you guys, you just sit there stuck like, I mean, was it my fault, bro? Like, did I do something? Or like, what happened, And the only thing you can really do to not think about it is to laugh. I mean, for me personally, when I would hang out with people and I was going through shit, when it comes to somebody else that I wanted to be with or was with or whatever, I would only legitimately stop thinking about them as soon as somebody would make me laugh. And then after I would stop laughing, it would just go straight back to thinking about them, right? And I don't think about people like that anymore. I don't get upset too much about losing someone in my life, because if they don't want to be there, then they can happily leave, right? If I welcome you into my life and you decide to just leave, especially disrespectfully, right? Because I know a lot of you probably are asking these questions because it's similar to, I don't know, a girl just throwing you off, right? For no reason, or not a valid reason, I guess you could say. Let them leave, bro. Let them leave. Because I promise you this, and I'm not going to lie, this did take me 22 years to realize, okay? I'm 22, and it did take me as of recently to realize you will always find better in the next one you talk to or get with or be with or, whatever. You will always find better. I didn't think that before. I used to think that, like, oh my God, I found the one. I'm like a rom-com romantic dude, bro. Like, literally, I can't even explain to you how cheesy I am. I'm not like hopeless romantic. I'm the definition of that. And I always used to think that I would never find someone just as good or better. And what happens? Months go by, maybe a year or two, whatever, and I find someone that just beats them by light years away. And it's crazy to think that that happens or that's even possible, but it just is. And I mean, ultimately, the way I've gotten over someone is just improving myself, bettering myself, going to the gym, trying to learn something, right? Trying to make, I don't know, bro, like try to learn a new language or try to make some money, try to go to the gym, get jacked or become more healthy, whatever the goal is in the gym, right? Like ultimately working on yourself, bettering yourself, because when you're bettering yourself, you're not going to want to think about somebody in the past, because that's past you. That's somebody below you at this point, right? You're here, you were here, and you're here, but you're getting here. You're leveling up. You're bumping up. You're getting bigger. You're getting better. You're getting stronger. You're getting smarter. You're making more money, right? And when you start doing that, I swear to God, you start forgetting about these people. And it just, and it's also experience, it's also immaturity. I know some of you guys are probably young. I'm sweating way too much. This is unacceptable, bro. Like, I literally just bought a new car yesterday. I shouldn't have to deal with this. The last car I had was AC was broken, so that speaks for itself. Don't know why I'm treating myself this way, but I guess when you get treated badly, you get used to it and comfortable and think it's okay. That is a good point I just made there, huh? How did I shift it to that? Oh my God, I'm a G. A lot of you get comfortable for what you got or what you had or what you're maybe with, and you don't want to leave or you don't want to move on because you loved or were at least okay with the company of that other individual. And I'm here to tell you, if you know you deserve better, do better, get better. Why are you sitting there like a loser accepting less when you need more? I don't understand these people, bro. You guys probably are naive or stupid or don't have a lot of experience, bro. And I'm telling you not to like be like a jackass. I'm telling you because, guys, I want you to win. I want you to succeed, bro. I want you guys to live a happy, fulfilling life and not get taken advantage of. I live in the United States. I know a lot of you guys probably live all over the world. I've gotten messages from Brazil, Germany, Portugal, Sweden, like all over the place. I know, all over the place. In the US, because I can only speak in the US because I live here, and I live in Florida, South Florida specifically, people are weird here. People are messed up. People take advantage. People abuse, okay? And I've learned that the hard way from trials and tribulations, okay? I got fucked up. Majorly fucked up. And I learned to put my guard up. And I think the most valuable lesson is that I learned, and it doesn't matter what country, state, person, age you are, or where you're in, or wherever, you always need to have your guard up and always have to have a bubble and a little shield around you, okay? And when somebody wants to come in, you want to make sure that they are consenting visitors and not intruders. I don't know, from my past experiences, like I've noticed that like when I stop thinking about somebody, when I stop caring and putting thought or reaching out or whatever, and I just give up because I know that I deserve better. Like, I mean, I've had situations so many times where I'm like, wow, I deserve better, man. Like, I kind of hope the best for that person, but like, I don't want that anymore because I know what I need, and that's definitely not what I want or need. When you already have that mindset instilled in you, I mean, bro, like, a lot of times they come crawling back. And that's where you have to just be a lesson for them in their life. You have to be a lesson for them in their life. You were just essentially a lesson for them to learn in their life at that current moment in life. That's ultimately what it is. And yeah, man, yeah, stop thinking about it. Work on yourself. Go to the gym. Try to make money. Try to do something you're passionate about, and don't make all your passion, because I mean, love is essentially passion, but don't make all your passion about somebody else, because when you make someone's life your life and vice versa, I mean, when you essentially just completely bubble everyone, it never ends well, right? It never ends well. There's always something very bound and bad to happen when you do that. I mean, it doesn't end well. It leaves you screwed over and giving them high leverage to fuck you over at any point in time. And you just have to hope the absolute best that they aren't a malicious individual. But unfortunately, we don't live in a perfect world. We live in a very much so imperfected world where people kill, steal, lie, rob. Stealing is robbing. Don't know why I said the same word, but with two different words. Look, purpose comes in a big role here, you know what I'm saying? And God has a purpose for all of us. And, you know, sometimes your purpose is a little bit delayed. Sometimes you have to find somebody, for example, a little later on in your life, because you have to focus more on whatever your purpose is, you know what I'm saying? So I think it all makes sense. It'll all fall together at the end, and it'll all come together at the end. The puzzle will complete itself when the time is right. And I think you guys need to understand that and realize the difference between your emotional senses and your logical senses. You have two different ones, okay? And a lot of you that are heartbroken are thinking about your emotional senses. And I've been there, because that shit fucking sucks you in. It's like, it grabs your brain. It grabs like the logical part of your fucking dome. And it's like, motherfucker, reach out to this person, or lower yourself, lower your standards and respect. We don't give a fuck. We need to stop feeling like shit right here, right now. And what do you guys do? You break, and you fucking do it. Don't do that. And you'll thank me fucking later. Also, another thing too, I want to touch up on one last point, is a lot of people who are heartbroken because they're thinking about somebody that they were talking to or whatever, is they try to have certain coping mechanisms, because essentially that's what humans do. They have coping mechanisms to not be as mentally distraught in certain stresses and periods in their life, whatever it could be. And for some weird fucking reason, I've realized that a lot of humans tend to go to toxic, harmful coping mechanisms. They do drugs, they smoke, they drink, they have sex with a bunch of fucking people. I mean, that's like meaningless sex. Like, what the fuck is that, dude? That's just like, come on, man. You know, they do all this shit. And it's just pure emotional damage. And yeah, sure, essentially you are masking the concurrent issue that you do have, but you're only putting it on hold. It doesn't go away and it doesn't flee. And essentially, if you're so worried about how painful it is, then maybe you should take my fucking advice, because I'll tell you right now, if you mask the issue that's on the outer layer with other bullshit that's obviously not good for you, through a long period of time will go on, 6 months, a year, 2, whatever. If you suddenly decide to stop doing the harmful shit to yourself just to fucking mask a stupid ass problem that if you literally just gave yourself the time to heal, you'll probably be good in a couple weeks, couple months. I mean, it's all circumstantial. You'll be healed. You would have already been healed. What ends up happening is once you stop cold turkey on all that bullshit, not only do you have the withdrawals of whatever you were doing, but you feel fucking confused. You feel like a whole different person, like you're living a different life, because now the feeling that you were supposed to have right after those events, you're having it in a significantly delayed time period now. And it's like you feel off. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, am I normal? Am I human? Why do I still care about this person? It's not because you are crazy or because you don't have a life or I don't know, like whatever. It's not because of anything crazy. It's just because of the fact that you've delayed yourself. I've seen that happen in people. I've seen friends of mine that they delay themselves of feeling this pain because they're so scared of feeling that pain and they don't want to feel it and they'll feel anything else but that. And you gotta stop being a fucking pussy. There's really no other explanation for it. You gotta stop being a pussy. I'm the type of person that I'll face it head on. Like, hit me with your hardest shot. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck because once that's over, I'm good. I'm clear and I'm fucking able to move on now. You know what I'm saying? Dude, just understand that you deserve better. I don't know how many times I have to fucking say it. I'm just gonna end off the video here. I hope this helps. And remember that manifestation's real, and what you put in the world and the universe, trust me, you'll get it back. You'll get it back. And also the law of attraction is very strange. I'll tell you that right now. That shit is it's fucking real, bro. I've manifested things and created things in my life that were the exact way I envisioned it. So take my advice for it. I know I'm a little youngling here, but I'm talking from personal experience. You'll find someone better. I assure you that. So yeah, it's your boy Kevin Diaz from Crew Aesthetics. I hope this, I really hope this helped. I think this did help. I mean, this helped me, man. This was fucking self-therapy for me. So it better be therapy for you fucking guys, okay? You guys better fucking feel better. Hey, put your head up, not down. You want to have your head up straight and look forward. You don't want to be fucking down, because if you're down, then those fucking people who did you dirty, they're going to look down on you and they're going to be laughing at you and be like, that guy's a fucking loser. I actually don't feel bad. Because those people, they also have coping mechanisms for what they did. If they did something wrong to you, they cope in reasoning as to why it was justifiable as to doing this and that and this and that to you, right? But if you do all the steps I tell you, and you follow through what I'm fucking saying right now, I promise you, bro, I promise you, not only are they gonna feel like shit, but hopefully they fucking learn their lesson for the next person in their life. And yeah, you're just being a helping hand for the next partner that they have. Alright guys, it's your boy Kevin Diaz from Crew Aesthetics, and we are out, motherfuckers. I'm gonna go edit this, and I'm also really starving, so I'm gonna go also eat, because I gotta get fucking jacked. Alright, peace. Bye.